Hello everyone, I'm Sophie and I'm currently at Kecara Forest Retreat, Bentong, Malaysia. This is the book that I'll be reading from, Be Greedy, a little guide to creating merit and living fearlessly. This is by my guru, His Eminence the 25th Sam Tuku Rinpoche. See? Right. I'll be reading from page 33, Giving to a Non-Dharma Institution and the motivation behind it. And as usual, I will go to a picture to share with you. Sorry, this is the one. Yes. Page 33. Giving to a non-Dharma institution and the motivation behind it. There is a difference in whether you donate towards a Dharma institution or a non-Dharma institution. When you give to a Dharma institution, there are qualified people there to return your act of giving by correct ritual and prayer. In this case, even if you made your offering or donation without a correct motivation, you will still collect some merit by way of their prayers and dedications to you. For example, whether or not we fully realize the power or blessings of a Buddha, if we go to a Dharma institution and make offerings to the Buddha of whatever amount we choose to offer, we will receive blessings and merit by the power of the Buddha. In the same way, if we know the benefits of giving to a Dharma institution and do so with a good motivation, the blessings and merits we receive from there are therefore also multiplied. On the other hand, when we give to an institution whose work is dedicated to an enlightened being, we receive blessings and merits by the power of our thoughts and motivation alone. The differentiation here is not based on whether the institution is religious or not. It is based on your motivation and the object which you are giving to. If you give with a right motivation to the right object, the merits are doubled. If you give to the Buddha, a fully enlightened being, you will receive double merits, that of your motivation and the object you gave to. However, if you give to a non-religious institution, but with a higher motivation, it is also very powerful and you do still receive merit. The converse is also true. If you give to a religious institution, such as a Buddhist institution, but with a small or low motivation, such as to get something or to show off that you are religious and good, your action does not give rise to merits, but will become karma. This is because although you are offering to an enlightened being, your motivation is not good, so the merit received is also much less. Or if you make offerings to a Buddha in a temple, request him to kill your enemy, this act does not result in creating merit nor karma. That creates negative karma. The act of offering to an enlightened being such as the Buddha could become merit or just karma, depending on your motivation. In essence, the object and the amount given are important, but they are not the sole differentiating factors for whether we create merit or not. It is the motivation that makes the biggest difference. If you find it difficult to adjust your motivation for any particular action, that is a sign to you that you should practice adjusting your motivation before your merit runs out. It is actually the same in worldly situations where people's motivations affect their careers and relationship. A doctor who has a bad motivation and only wants to make money may have a good career in the beginning, but eventually in the end, people will find out about him and start to realize what he is really doing. They will begin to say, "This doctor is not nice." He just wants money. On the other hand, a doctor who is very kind, sincerely concerned for his patients and skilled, may not have much money in the beginning because he is always focused on only helping people and giving out free medication. Eventually, his reputation grows, and more people will begin to go to him, seek his consultation, and care and support him. The nature of the two doctors' work is the same. Their knowledge, the patients, the diseases, the medical treatment are all the same. The only difference is in their motivation. Setting a Dharma motivation, page 36. In the beginning, setting a Dharma motivation to benefit others, maintaining that kind of thought, and sincerely acting from it will require effort and practice. But when you consistently train in and read the Dharma, do prayers and change your mind in line with Dharma principles, the Dharma motivation will slowly develop more spontaneously. Then you will naturally have the motivation to benefit others and to collect merit for the sake of others, without having to think with effort. If the motivation for collecting merit is to gain a higher rebirth, attainments, and the propensity to benefit others, then that act of collecting of merit is not selfish. People like Mother Teresa, the Dalai Lama, and the great Reverend Cheng Yen in Taiwan can speak just one word and raise millions of dollars. Their wealth and prestige keep growing and become bigger and bigger. But when we speak, we'll be lucky if we receive a little 2 ringgit donation. Why does this happen? Mother Teresa, Dalai Lama, and Reverend Cheng Yen must have prayed, created, and dedicated many merits in their previous lives with the motivation that they can acquire great wealth and prestige in this life solely to benefit others. And this is very short, but I will stop here now. So, as Rinpoche says, it is always good to have good motivation because the results in the long run will be much more favorable. As Rinpoche gave the example of the doctors, their position is the same, their work is the same, the patients, the disease or, conditions are the same, but the difference is the motivation. One is out for making money, and the other is out to help people. So, in the long run, people would know which doctor is good or not, and they will support, the one that they actually feel helps them. So, if they end up all going to the good doctor, then in the long run, the doctor will be the one who's making the money. Whereas the doctor who wanted to earn money will have less patience and earn less. So always look for the long-term benefits, which is good motivation, which will earn you good merits and good karma. So as Rinpoche has said, like people like the Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa, or Reverend Cheng Yen, who's able to command so much donation, and which will benefit others is because they have probably practiced in their previous lives with good motivation, and as such, they are able to do that in this life. So set the motivation to benefit others. And then we will gain the merits for better future life. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And please do contemplate on what Rinpoche taught. And it will always be beneficial for us, because it's based on Buddha's teachings, which is on the truth. Okay, I will end this with a completion dedication in English. May the precious body mind, where it is not born, arise and grow. May that born have no decline but increase forevermore. May the precious emptiness, where it is not born, arise and grow. May that born have no decline but increase forevermore. May this merit accumulated by myself and others beneficially serve all sentient beings and the Buddha Dhamma, and especially may the essential teachings of the unerring Master Tsongkhapa become clear and enduring. In all my rebirths, may I not be parted from perfect gurus. Let me enjoy the abundance of the Dharma, perfecting the quality, stages, and paths. May I quickly attain the rank of Rajadhara Buddha. By this virtue, may I quickly realize Guru Buddhahood and transfer each sentient being into the enlightened state. May all conducive conditions arise. May all obstacles be pacified, in order to increase infinitely the doctrine of the spiritual king Tsongkhapa. By the merits of the 3 times, of myself and others, may the doctrine of Lama Tsongkhapa blaze forever. At dawn or dusk, at night or midday, by the 3 jewels grant us their blessings. May they help us to achieve all realizations and sprinkle the paths of our lives with various signs of auspiciousness. May the holy teachers have long lives. May the enlightened activities be fully displayed in the 10 directions. And may the brightness of the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa continuously dissipate the veil of darkness covering the beings of the 3 realms. In this holy land, surrounded by snow mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness. May your lotus feet, O powerful Cherenzik, Tenzin Gyatso, remain in this world until the end of samsara. So thank you for sharing your time with me, and please join me as I move towards the end of the book. It's a very thin book, but it's very meaningful of how we can gain merits, which is very important towards having the happiness that we are seeking, in this life and for our future lives. So thank you, and see you for my next session.